Hey guys, we just wrapped up riding the 2020 Suzuki Katana. This is Suzuki's remake of the original Katana that they debuted in 1980 at the Cologne motorcycle show in Germany. Back then, this motorcycle created quite the stir in the motorcycling community. Suzuki actually hired a former BMW engineer to develop the styling and develop the appearance of this new motorcycle. When it hit the dealerships back then, it just sold like hotcakes. Suzuki really sold a lot of these motorcycles. It was cool looking, it had good performance, and it was quite a trend-setting machine for the early 1980s. Fast forward to today, and Suzuki wants to bring that spirit of motorcycling back, and they've done it in a very nice package with this 2020 Katana. I like how engineers really, stayed true to the Katana roots as far as styling. It's got a very, very unique silhouette. When you see this motorcycle on the road, you're gonna know it's the Suzuki Katana. It looks like nothing else. It almost looks like something that you would see in a remake of a Tron movie or some kind of futuristic movie. I bet Hollywood is gonna really like this bike for that purpose. Typical Suzuki motorcycle, it's very well engineered. If I had to have one word to really sum up this bike, would be smooth. From the way it handles, the way the suspension controls the movement of the bike, the power, everything about it is just very, very smooth. The synchronization between the throttle, the engine, and the way you ride, like you wouldn't think this is an old bike. It feels very, very new. I like how connected I was on the throttle. The new throttle control system they have on it with a little bit more progressive pull, it really helps out when you crack that throttle. It cracks open the engine a little bit smoother, loads that rear tire and sets it down just a little bit smoother. It makes it easier to ride. I really like the power band and how smooth the throttle feels on this bike. But make no mistake about it, when you twist it and you wick her up, she goes. It accelerates really hard. It's got a really good connection. It was kind of chilly this morning here in Kyoto, Japan. It was a little bit damp, and the tires worked really well. They heated up quick. They really complemented the handling of this motorcycle. I was really impressed with how it changes directions from left to right, right to left. Very smooth, very easy to put where you want. Chassis is very, very poised on this motorcycle. Has good pitch control on the brakes, good pitch control on the rear suspension when you're on the throttle. Overall, a very polished motorcycle. Of course, in the electronics department, Suzuki has a little bit more rudimentary electronics on this thing. The traction control doesn't have an IMU, it's just fed off wheel speed information. And the amount of adjustment in it, it's not that much. There's only 3 traction control settings. It worked fine today, but I would like to see Suzuki, really employ a little bit more advanced electronics. There's no quick shifter. You can't turn the ABS on, it's always on. And while ABS works decently, it would be good to be able to manipulate some of these settings and really tailor the bike for the kind of riding experience you want. That's kind of the advantage some of the European bikes have on something like this. But at the end of the day, I really enjoyed my time on the Suzuki Katana. I think if you're looking for a really smooth leader class naked bike that has a different style and has some nostalgia to it, some legacy and pedigree that only Suzuki can deliver, I think this Katana might be a good bike for you. They haven't announced the price here in the US, but if they can keep the price to around 12.5, 13 grand, no more than 13 grand, I think there's exceptional value in this motorcycle. And if you're looking for a real comfortable motorcycle to ride on the street that's gonna stand out and make you feel cool and like a badass rider, I think this Suzuki Katana will be good for you. All right guys, that's a wrap from the 2020 Suzuki Katana press intro here in Kyoto, Japan. If you want to know more about this bike, please log on to motorcyclistonline.com. That's where you're going to be reading my written review of this machine. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Motorcyclist Mag on YouTube, so you can stay abreast of all the cool videos that we have coming out. And thanks for watching, guys. Leave us a comment. Let us know if you like what you're seeing today. We'll see you next time.